The hand, one of the most refined tools the human body has ever produced. Each hand contains 27 bones, linked by joints, tendons, and muscles engineered for both strength and precision. It can grip with force or move with delicacy. It can lift weight, tie knots, write language, and feel detail too small for the eye to see. Every movement begins as a signal. Commands travel from the brain, down the arm, into the fingers in milliseconds. Timing here is exact. Small errors change everything. The thumb transforms function. Opposition allows the hand to pinch, rotate, and manipulate objects with control few species possess. This single adaptation reshaped survival. The fingertips are densely packed with sensory receptors: pressure, texture, temperature. The brain builds a detailed map of the world through touch alone. The hand reflects internal state. Stress tightens it. Calm steadies it. Repetition trains skill into muscle memory. Even at rest, the hand is prepared, maintaining posture, balance, and readiness. The hand does more than interact with the world. It shapes it, it builds, it repairs, and it creates. A reminder that intelligence is not only thought, but the ability to turn intention into precise action. The ears, two small structures on the side of the head, yet responsible for one of the most sophisticated sensing systems in the human body. Every sound you hear begins as a vibration in the air, a shifting of pressure, too subtle for the eye to see, but instantly detected by the delicate mechanics of the ear. Inside the outer ear, each wave is guided inward toward the eardrum, a thin membrane that vibrates with astonishing precision. These vibrations then travel through 3 tiny bones, the smallest in the human body, which amplify the signal before sending it into the cochlea. Here, the process becomes extraordinary. Inside the cochlea's spiraled chamber are thousands of microscopic hair cells, each tuned to a specific frequency. Together, they convert vibration into electrical signals the brain can understand. But hearing is only half the story. Deep within the inner ear lies the vestibular system, a network of fluid-filled canals lined with sensors that track motion, balance, and the position of the head in space. Every step you take, every turn, every moment of stillness is monitored by this silent system, ensuring the world remains steady even when your body is not. The ears respond to emotion as well. A sharp sound quickens the heart. A soft voice calms the mind. Language, music, warning, comfort, all carried through vibrations interpreted with remarkable speed. Quiet, complex, and endlessly sensitive, the ears do far more than detect sound. They anchor balance, guide movement, shape memory, and connect us to the world in ways we rarely notice. Spine, the central column of the body, designed to protect, support, and transmit. It is made of stacked vertebrae, each one absorbing force, sharing load, and allowing movement without collapse. At its center runs the spinal cord, a dense highway of nerves carrying signals between brain and body in both directions every second. The spine is built for balance, rigid enough to stand upright, flexible enough to bend, twist, and rotate. Curves are intentional, distributing weight and reducing impact with every step. Between each vertebra sit intervertebral discs, gel-like cushions that compress and rebound, protecting bone from bone. The spine responds to use. Movement nourishes it. Stillness stiffens it. Load strengthens it when applied correctly. Neglect weakens it. It also remembers posture. Habits shape alignment. Repetition leaves its mark. Over time, the spine adapts to how it is held. Beyond structure, the spine influences coordination, reflexes, and sensation. Even minor disruption can echo throughout the body. The spine is not just support, it is communication, a conduit between intention and action, holding you upright, protecting what matters most, and carrying every signal that makes movement possible. The spine is the body's axis, quietly bearing everything above it and everything below. The lymphatic system, a quiet network working without a pump, yet essential to balance and defense. It runs alongside blood vessels, threading through tissue and organs, collecting what circulation leaves behind. Excess fluid, proteins, cellular waste. This fluid becomes lymph. Unlike blood, lymph moves only when you move. Muscle contraction pushes it forward. Breathing assists flow. Stillness slows the system. Motion restores it. Along the way, lymph passes through lymph nodes, small checkpoints packed with immune cells. Here, threats are identified, filtered, and neutralized before they can spread. The lymphatic system also transports fats absorbed from digestion, delivering them into circulation through a separate route designed for efficiency. When flow is impaired, fluid accumulates, swelling appears, immune response weakens, recovery slows. When flow is steady, balance is maintained quietly, without awareness. This system does not announce itself. It cleans, it filters, it protects. A silent defender keeping internal spaces clear and tissues healthy. The lymphatic system is a reminder that movement is not optional. It is how the body maintains order, defense, and balance from the inside out. Your liver, an organ almost no one talks about, yet it keeps you alive every second of your life. It sits quietly under your ribs, working harder than your heart, your lungs, even your brain, and it never gets a break. Every drop of blood you have passes through it over and over again. Toxins, alcohol, chemicals, waste. Your liver filters it all before it can hurt you. Impressive, right? But here's the part most people don't know. Your liver performs over 500 different tasks at once. It creates nutrients out of what you eat, stores energy for when you're tired, builds hormones, balances your blood, and turns chaos into survival every moment of the day. And the strangest part? It's the only organ that can regenerate. Cut it in half, and it grows back. Not scarred, not damaged, just reborn. No metal, no machine, nothing humans have ever created can repair itself like the liver does. When you're stressed, your liver changes your blood chemistry. When you haven't eaten, it releases stored sugar to keep you standing. When you overload it, it still fights for you long after other organs would give up. So yes, your liver keeps you alive, but it also protects you from your choices, your habits, your environment, and the world you put inside your body. Maybe the real question isn't what your liver does, but how much it endures just to keep you alive. The pineal gland, a structure no larger than a grain of rice, hidden deep within the brain, yet responsible for one of the body's most important functions, timing. It helps regulate the circadian rhythm, the internal clock that decides when you feel awake and when rest becomes unavoidable. As darkness increases, the pineal gland releases melatonin, a hormone that signals nightfall. Heart rate slows, body temperature drops, and the nervous system begins to unwind. When light returns, melatonin is suppressed, and the body shifts back toward alertness, preparing for another cycle. But this system is sensitive. Artificial light at night, irregular sleep, and constant stimulation can interfere with the signal. Melatonin is delayed. Sleep becomes lighter. Recovery becomes incomplete. And the effects reach beyond sleep. Hormone timing shifts. Immune function weakens. Mood and focus become less stable. The pineal gland does not create rest. It creates the conditions for it. It translates darkness into repair. Small, Quiet and rarely noticed, it keeps the body aligned with the rhythm of day and night. The pineal gland is a reminder that health is not only about effort, but timing. And when rhythm is lost, everything feels harder than it should. The thyroid, a small, butterfly-shaped gland resting at the front of the neck, quietly controlling the body's pace. It does not create energy. It decides how fast energy is used. Through hormones released into the bloodstream, the thyroid sets metabolic rhythm, how quickly cells convert fuel, how warm the body stays, and how fast systems respond. When thyroid activity increases, the body accelerates, heart rate rises, heat production increases. Thoughts move faster. Energy feels readily available. When activity slows, everything follows. Metabolism drops, fatigue appears. Cold is felt more deeply. The body conserves. This regulation is constant, minute adjustments made without awareness, keeping internal speed aligned with need. The thyroid listens closely to signals from the brain and feedback from the body. Too much hormone and systems strain. Too little and function drags. Its influence reaches everywhere: muscle, brain, heart, skin, and bone. No cell escapes its timing. The thyroid does not command movement or generate force. It sets tempo, a silent regulator keeping the body in rhythm, ensuring life moves neither too fast nor too slow. A reminder that balance is not stillness, but controlled motion, maintained quietly. Everything feels harder than it should. The stomach, one of the most misunderstood organs in the human body. A small, muscular chamber hidden beneath the ribs, yet responsible for one of the most extreme processes inside us. When food enters this space, the stomach transforms into a chemical reactor. Its lining releases hydrochloric acid strong enough to dissolve metal, capable of breaking down entire meals into the basic molecules we need to survive. To protect itself, the stomach builds a fresh layer of mucus every few days, a barrier between the body and the acid it creates. Without it, the stomach would digest itself. Inside, powerful waves of muscle known as peristalsis move through its walls, churning food into a liquid mixture called chyme. Only then does it pass this mixture into the small intestine to extract nutrients. But the stomach does more than digestion. It contains millions of nerve cells, a complex network often called the second brain. This system communicates with the mind, influencing hunger, emotion, mood, and instinct. A moment of fear tightens it. A stressful thought slows it. A feeling of excitement awakens it. The stomach mirrors the mind in ways most people never see. Quiet, powerful, and endlessly active, the stomach works in the shadows, turning the raw materials of life into the energy that keeps us moving. It is far more than a container for food. It is a living machine built for survival. Cornea, a clear, curved surface at the front of the eye, yet one of the most sensitive tissues in the human body. It has no blood vessels, no color, no visibility. Yet nearly all vision depends on it. Light enters the eye through the cornea first. Here, it is bent and focused, accounting for most of the eye's optical power before it ever reaches the lens. Its surface is engineered for precision, smooth, transparent, perfectly shaped to guide light inward without distortion. Despite its clarity, the cornea is highly protective. It forms a physical barrier against dust, bacteria, and debris, shielding deeper structures from harm. Embedded within it are thousands of nerve endings. This sensitivity allows instant detection of danger, a grain of sand, a sudden touch, triggering reflexes before damage occurs. The cornea heals quickly, but carefully. Cells regenerate in layers, restoring clarity without leaving scars when conditions are right. It depends entirely on tears and surrounding fluid for oxygen and nutrients. Blinking keeps it alive. Dryness compromises it. Neglect clouds it. The cornea does not interpret vision. It does not decide what you see. It prepares light, so seeing is possible at all. Invisible, essential, and easily overlooked. The cornea is proof that clarity often depends on what remains unseen. Your brain is not what you think it is. Most people see it as a computer, but it's far stranger and far more powerful than that. Inside your skull is a living universe sparking with electricity, firing over 100 trillion signals every single second, without ever asking for permission. And here's the part nobody tells you. Your brain doesn't see reality, it creates it, piece by piece, moment by moment, turning chaos into a story you can understand. Cut off a sense, and your brain rewrites the world, lose a memory, and it fills in the blanks with something close enough to keep you sane. It knows danger before you notice the fear. It knows heartbreak before you feel the pain. It sends warnings you don't understand until later. Every person you've ever loved lives inside these neural pathways. Every trauma you've buried is locked behind hidden doors. Every memory isn't a recording, but a reconstruction. Different every time you remember it. Your brain learns while you sleep. It heals while you dream. It protects you from truths too heavy to hold. It's carried you through every moment of your life, the ones you celebrate and the ones you never speak about. It kept you alive on days survival felt optional. Your brain isn't just alive, it's adapting, it's evolving, it's shaping your future before you even open your eyes. And through every fear, every doubt, every breakthrough, it never stops fighting to keep you here. Because your brain is not a machine, it's you. Your heart is not what you think it is. Most people see it as a pump, but it's far stranger and far more intelligent than you think. Inside your chest is a living engine working every second of every day, beating over 100,000 times, without ever asking for permission. And here's the part nobody tells you. Your heart has its own electrical system, its own rhythm, its own memory. Cut every nerve in your body, and your heart keeps beating on its own, like it remembers life from the inside out. 40,000 neurons live inside it, a tiny heart brain that senses danger before your mind does and reacts faster than you can think. Your heart feels stress before you even realize you're overwhelmed. It spikes in fear before your eyes finish seeing the threat. It warns you long before your thoughts can catch up. And every emotion you've ever felt left a physical mark on this muscle. Joy, grief, love, loss. Every storm you survived changed the way your heart beats. Your heart isn't just alive, it's aware. It's learning. It's listening, and through every change, every pain, every triumph, it never stops fighting for you.